Sacco and Felice, New York and New Jersey's premier attorneys at law. Their team brings decades of experience across a wide range of practice areas. Whatever life brings, they're your legal team. From everyday matters to complex cases, they've got you covered with the experience you need and the results you want. Because when life gets complicated, they make it simple. SaccoFelice.com. SACCOFILLAS.com. 2 C's, 2 L's.
Sunday morning. Well, it's Easter Sunday. And with us today from the great state of Louisiana, we have Senator John Kennedy. And he is always full of emotion because he cares about our country. Senator Kennedy, what the heck is going on in our country?
Well, John, first let me say to everybody, just happy Easter. You know, this is a day of rejoicing. It's also a day of reflection. It's a day of worshiping God, worshiping Christ, worshiping whatever God you believe in. It's a day of family. I'm going to start out on the positive side. I think America's future can be better than its present or its past. I think the United States of America is the most star-spangled country in all of human history. The whole world knows it. Everybody wants to come here. I mean, when is the last time you heard of somebody trying to sneak into China? Everybody wants to come to America. But we have problems.
Absolutely
we
correct.
clearly have problems.
Yes. I just spoke to Gordon Chang, and he tells me that all those agents that came in from China during the Biden administration, they're hiding someplace in the United States.
Yes, they are, and it's been a problem. And the Chinese government has taken advantage through the years of America's hospitality and generosity. President Trump is the first president in my lifetime that has really stood up to China. He doesn't hate the Chinese people, but he doesn't hate the Xi Jinping, but he knows what Xi Jinping is up to. And Xi Jinping, the president, the emperor, whatever you want to call him in China, they want to run the world. They want to dominate Europe, Indo-Pacific, space, the Arctic. And the president's the first president in my lifetime who's standing up to them. And I'm grateful for that. But it's a fight that's going to have to continue after President Trump is no longer president. And you know, you just got to, in Washington, D.C., I don't hate anybody, John. I look for grace wherever I can find it, and I mean that. But I know what I believe. And God gave me the right to remain silent, but not the ability. And I'm going to keep standing up for what I believe. And I think we're winning this fight. Doesn't mean there are not going to be some bumps in the road.
Senator, you're 100% correct. And I can't believe, 30 years ago, I was a Bill Clinton Democrat, and I still love Bill Clinton. He's a good friend. But I can't believe
He's a talented guy.
Yeah, I can't believe the Democrats of today. They've lost their mind.
Bill Clinton couldn't get 5 votes in the Democratic Party today. Look, here's the way I look at it, and I try to be objective, John, about both sides. Republicans aren't perfect, but the other side's crazy. The loon wing of the Democratic Party, it's not all Democrats, but the loon wing, the Karen wing, whatever you want to call them, the AOC wing, the Bernie Sanders wing, they're in control. And these people, they feel contempt for America. They should feel gratitude. These people, they think that kids ought to be able to change genders at recess. The people in control of the Democratic Party, they hate George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, and Abraham Lincoln, and Dr. Seuss and Mr. Potato Head because they think they're racist. I mean, I just don't get it. Now, that's not all Democrats, but a lot of the Democrats who know better are just being quiet. That's the problem we got in the United States Senate.
It's very, very sad. And when I was with the president last week, I said to the president, I commend him what he's doing with the drug trade, especially what happened with Venezuela and all those boats in Mexico. And you know what I said to him? I said to him, I have a dream. I hope that we can make America drug-free someday.
Yep. Well, the president's trying.
Yes.
And he finally, instead of just talking about it, took definitive action. He was absolutely right about Venezuela. Venezuela was not a country. It was a crime syndicate. And Maduro was not a president. He was a mobster. And he's now in jail. And we haven't stopped all the drugs, but we've stopped a lot of it. And that's the only way we're going to end this scourge, is just everybody join together and say enough. It's gotten a little bit better coming out of Mexico. The president he's taken a strong stand against the new president of Mexico, said you have to do something about the cartels, or I will, said the president. And the new president of Mexico is doing something about the cartels. She's fighting back. The prior president of Mexico wouldn't do a damn thing. He sat there just sucking on his teeth and let the cartels do what they wanted.
And, and I said to the president one time that China is supplying the cartels with a lot of that fentanyl. And whatever deal we make with China, we got to tell them, enough is enough.
And President Xi can turn it on and turn it off.
Oh, yeah, at a snap of a finger.
He can stop it if he wants.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, all those companies selling those precursor chemicals to Mexico to make fentanyl, the president of China can turn it on or turn it off. I've seen him do it, and I know that's going to be part of President Trump's negotiations with President Xi over trade.
Well, Senator John
We'll
Kennedy.
get through it, John.
Yes, we will.
We'll get through it. Happy Easter to everybody. Thank you so much for giving so much to our country. Thank you for all the jobs you've created for America. Thank you for being you, man. You're a rock star in my book, John.
We work side by side to make sure the world is a better place for our kids and our grandkids.
And you know what? I'm going to say one more thing. You don't have to do all this. Look, you've been successful. You did it on your own. You could go lie on a beach somewhere and not worry about all this, but you keep giving back. And I really respect that, man. You're what helped make America the greatest country in all of human history, and I thank you for your commitment.
Thank you, and enjoy the rest of Easter Day with your family.
I'm going to do it. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Listen to this podcast now on the Red Apple Podcast Network.
Why is the middle class shrinking? Why are people facing an affordability crisis while marginalized individuals called informals grow in numbers? Join me as I travel the world, speaking with people living in invisibility, the leaders working to solve it, and uncovering the hard truths shaping our economy and daily reality.
Download all of Red Apple Media's podcasts right now through your favorite podcast platform.